There, we're improvising because no one will be on there.
Maybe Ross could have
At the
helped.
start of the show.
Meeting come to order. Welcome to the June 17th, 2025 Planning Commission hearing. Let's rise and salute the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We need some practice. Anybody turn off their cell phones, please?
Everyone silent.
Okay, mute them, throw them away, whatever. Announcements on Zoom, if everybody shows up. Joining tonight's meeting via Zoom will automatically be muted upon entry, and you will need to identify your full name if not already attached. If you wish to speak, please click on the bottom, right, raise your hand, and feature located on the reactions icon at the bottom of your screen. Please speak into the microphones. Okay, regular meeting minutes. Has everybody had an opportunity to review the minutes of the last meeting?
Yes.
I did. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I second that.
Okay,
Commissioner
Or yes.
Commissioner Hodgson.
Aye.
Commissioner Mott.
Aye.
Commissioner Wilder.
Aye.
Commissioner Shaw.
Aye.
Chair Van.
yes. The May 20th, 2025 regular meeting minutes have been passed. Onto approval for findings of fact for file number 24S012. Clark Property Management LLC. Comprehensive plan amendment from low density residential to commercial community. High density residential and a zone map change from R1 low density residential to C3 community commercial 3.04 plus acre proportion, and R3 multifamily residential, that's 21.46 acre portion. Does everybody understand what went on with our last meeting and where we're going? Well, I'm asking for a motion.
I move that we approve the Clark Property Management LLC number 24-S012.
Okay.
Second. Sorry, Ron.
That's
Yeah, we quit.
Yeah.
All right, Commissioner Rod.
Yes.
Commissioner Hodgson.
Aye.
Commissioner Mott.
Aye.
Commissioner Wilder.
Aye.
Commissioner Shaw.
Yes.
Chair Van.
Yes. We'll move on to the monthly activity report. Has everyone reviewed the enclosed monthly activity report? I actually ran it off the phone.
I want to say fire seismic is complete or
It's getting closer, so
Very-
they've finished the one side and the firemen are starting to move back in the admin side, so they're working on the bays, and once the bays are done, we're pretty much buttoned up. I believe anticipated completion is August to be done.
Police department,
A little bit longer,
yeah, they look like they got a lot of work on there.
Yeah. they do.
And I just drove down Waite Street,
Mhm.
and so we're still waiting on Waite Street, right?
Yes.
Yes,
It's been going on a long time.
Yeah, they've applied for grants for several years, that since I've at least been here.
Mhm.
Now, the question I had when I looked in here is the signal they're put in temporarily down there. How do they do a signal that's temporary going into that piece of property?
It wouldn't be into that property, it would be at the interchange. The
Okay,
Park Hill.
interchange,
Yeah,
do they,
Yeah.
the Park Hill interchange. I'm not sure as far as temporary, I would assume just not setting of poles, it'd be more just kind of hanging. Terry might be able from
So,
past,
A temporary traffic signal it's built similar to how, it's built to fit the interchange to make it work. And it would be on, wood poles, greaseproof poles,
Mhm.
instead of steel poles and bases and all that stuff. And typically overhead wiring instead of underground.
so they still have to hook it up electronically and everything.
Of course, yeah.
And that's gonna go at Park Hill Road.
yeah, when it's warranted.
So what will warrant it to be there?
It. There, I don't have a crystal ball. It could be a handful of things, different development, just depending on the zoning, each phase, anytime any development's done over there, a traffic engineer. Traffic analysis would have to be completed and then that engineer will work with ODOT.
To
And
make a
then,
recommendation?
Yep.
To put it in.
yeah,
I was, I saw on the way to Chico, they have a temporary at South in 99, temporary light. And they have units with sensors, and they just got a big arm, almost like a crane arm.
Yeah. We have a lot of them.
probably different.
Yeah, similar to that, it'd probably be similar.
I'll kind of read that a little bit, it's okay. Upon approval submitted, TIA identified signal warrants
Mhm.
have been met and ODOT deemed the installation appropriate. ODOT staff will seek written approval from the state traffic engineer and notify the city of Sutherland. Do we hear about it again?
No,
Or that goes to
yeah, so it'll be something during any type of development. Those
Okay.
traffic analysis will have to be done by the engineer and those, since it's ODOT's jurisdiction, will have to be reviewed. That scope of work for the traffic engineer study would be provided by ODOT. It's a lot of working with ODOT
Clark.
in the city.
flip the bill,
Developers, it
developer.
could be their development, it could be other developments, so.
Okay, all right, thank you very much.
Mhm.
I was just say, so, yeah, I mean, when ODOT was in here. Before, they said it would be years for warrant their traffic light there, but that's only if ODOT pays, right?
Probably,
If we can fund it through development, then.
yeah,
But it still has to be approved through ODOT, because it's still ODOT property,
Yes.
it's ODOT
Yeah.
highway.
from Comstock intersection west is all ODOT's jurisdiction. On that road.
When they do begin to start development, will there be any role for the planning commission, or will they have to approve any of the types of development, or will that kind of be taken care of since the zoning will still build to what the zoning is for the land?
It depends, like for division, if they do like a planning unit development type application, then that comes back in front of the planning commission. If it's a subdivision, then that's processed administratively, without coming unless it's contentious, then it would come, back to planning commission.
Okay, you said if it's commercial, it would come through the planning commission. Or what was it for commercial?
Just, there's a planning unit development.
Oh, planning unit.
Yeah.
What is that?
Hmm?
Planning unit development.
Planning unit development, PUD.
Uh-huh.
So it's, when you have. Say 5 acres and you want to do your lots smaller than the required amount, but your overall density is remaining it, so you have the open space, trail system parks, that's a planned unit development.
Okay, but the lot size that's typically required for building would be smaller, that's the change.
Yes, people usually want to maximize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they do any with the commercial development, is there any role for the planning commission, or if it's the zoning?
It depends if it's a permitted use and it would be just through a planning principle sheet. If it's a conditionally permitted use, then it would come back to you guys.
This was excellent, Michelle.
Oh,
Procedure.
I can. trying to
Really
like-
well, that's all right, well, really good, it answers a lot of questions.
Yeah.
You ever get a chance to read this?
Yeah.
You really was good,
And those are those
Thank you.
time frames. The mailing that I had to get out the mail tomorrow.
thank you very much.
Yep.
Did we cover the Parks and Recreation master plan? Or we did these guys?
We haven't. No questions. Do you have a question about it?
Probably, no, just wanted to,
Did you want to give an update on it?
no, I just want to make sure that we're all seeing it. and it's-
And Roslyn are both helping with the Parks Master Plan update
Sure.
process. So Terry has been to the meetings.
Yeah.
So is Roslyn.
So it sounds, the consultants are putting together different plans and strategies to actually get a little bit more engaged with the community and just a good wide variety of people within the community. As kind of get their opinions and thoughts and ideas from going. They also attend, their plan to attend a summer festival, just to kind of see how we roll with our parks and all that stuff. The committee also came down and toured our parks and so on, just to kind of get an idea of what we're like here. So yeah, so far, moving along.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so I think part of it, there'll be a survey.
Yeah, that
Oh.
would be part of it.
Yeah.
And they're
so-
hoping to have the survey QR code ready by Throwdown, so we can start promoting that. So we'll see,
Very good.
hopefully. And they will be at the July Parks meeting. They're coming to attend in person.
Very good. Good. Yeah.
Any other questions, please?
Always ask about Dakota Street, but that's what the process.
Work in process.
Slow and steady, as Christy would say, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have a question about the development of the Scotty.
Mhm.
I saw a thing on real estate that they're trying to sell that for $10+ million. Do
Okay.
you know anything that's happening there? Or
No, because I mean, it's privately owned, so I mean, they could do that.
I guess another question about it's coming up on what, 2 years since that was approved? How long is it from this?
So phase one would, they have 2 years to plat it, which they've platted it. So
Okay.
phase one, then phase two has the additional 2 years and phase three has the additional.
So it's 6 years out.
Mhm.
It's turning into a mess.
Hmm.
It looks terrible.
Any other questions? Or you're good, Steve? Any public comment? I don't think so. Adjournment?